Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to BiblioTech On Air, BiblioTech's official podcast. I'm Rosanna.
I'm Ruby.
And I'm Galactus.
He was heralded. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am Israel.
And today we're going to be talking about two topics, starting with Fantastic Four First Steps, available in theaters at the moment. And then we're going to be going into Secret Wars from the 2015 release by Jonathan Hickman, available on Hoopla. So if you want, go ahead and pause this podcast, go watch the movie, go read the comic.
And now we're back.
Reflect for a little bit. And now we're back.
Major spoiler alert.
Heckin' spoilers.
Galactus is in the movie.
Yes.
Haven't seen it yet. Starting with Fantastic Four, quick summary. In a retro-futuristic 1964, the Fantastic Four are global heroes after gaining powers from a cosmic space mission. When Sue and Reed announce they're expecting a child, Earth faces a new threat, Galactus, a cosmic being who offers to spare the planet in exchange for their unborn baby. The team refuses and escapes, with Sue giving birth to Franklin during their return. As the public turns against him, Reed plans to teleport to the Earth to safety, while Silver Surfer, Shala Bal, struggles with her loyalty to Galactus. In the final battle, Sue and Shala Bal push Galactus through a portal, saving the world. Sue dies, but is revived by Franklin.
Yeah.
The end.
Shala Bal. She was so cool.
She was.
We do find out in the very beginning that this Earth is Earth 828, which is an homage to Jack Kirby, one of the creators of like Marvel, along with Stan Lee. But like you said with the summary, this is retro-futuristic, 1964. To our knowledge, the Fantastic Four are the only superheroes of this world, of this Earth. What did you think about the movie overall? What did you think?
I liked it.
It was great.
I really enjoyed it. I love the setting. I love that retro look, like WandaVision and Fallout.
Yeah.
All these great things. I love that setting. So for me, I really liked it. 10 out of 10.
What about you?
I would say.
Really enjoyed it. I enjoyed most of all the score, the music.
Oh, yeah.
It had an amazing. Oh my god, it was so good. Especially like the scenes with the Silver Surfer and they're like by the neutron star. Best track of the film, but the music was just outstanding. It was great. I enjoyed the chemistry between the actors. They did wonderful.
Dude,
especially
Joseph Quinn. Oh my God, I
did
loved him.
really
He did so good. I thought he was
yeah.
a little cringe in Stranger Things, but with this one, I was like, Doja Cat, I see
You
the
see
video
Well,
now.
formerly.
Yeah,
apparently
formerly.
they broke
Oh,
up.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, but of course, I mean, Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby, she knocked it out of the park as her. And again, the chemistry between Johnny and Ben, that was just wonderful. Like, I get like Pedro Pascal's like the big name behind it, but, and this is a good thing to say, like, he was kind of outshined in this film a little bit by just like all the other characters and their chemistry.
You
That's a good
which is a good
compliment.
thing, is a good thing, because Pedro Pascal's already top tier. So when you can like match that,
Were y'all hesitant of Pedro Pascal playing Mr. Fantastic?
I loved it. I want him in everything. I love Pedro Pascal.
You know, I was only hesitant about him as Mr. Fantastic because I didn't see him as your typical Mr. Fantastic. I've read some of Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. I've seen them in Avengers. I've seen them in Secret Wars, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But he did great. You know, he really captured. He wasn't awkward, but sometimes he forgets he's like super smart.
Yeah.
You know,
I was like,
and so
he's
he
like
can
a
he can get
dumb
caught in
scientist.
he can get caught and forget about all, the rest. But I really liked that we saw a moment when he was speaking to Franklin. He's like, I don't be like me. He's asking him like, what are you? Don't be like me. But I also really liked the relationship between the Thing and Ben Grimm and Mr. Fantastic, because they're best friends.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a moment where Ben is talking to Reed, and I really like that interaction. Y'all kind of touched on it already, but are they the first family? What do y'all think? Are they America's family? Did they win y'all over?
They did. I was
Yeah?
easily influenced. Love Pedro Pascal. He could win me over in anything.
I still think the bats are the first family of America, but I'm kidding. I mean, it's essentially that's what they are. They as far as
Yep.
Marvel goes, they are the first superhero family.
Yeah.
And again, in this universe, like you mentioned, in this, at least for this Earth, there's no other superhero. So
Yeah.
that's kind of their default at this point.
Right? Yeah. And so we find out that they gain their powers, right away from the get-go. Kind of like how Superman did.
Yeah.
James Gunn did with Superman. We're thrown into it. Were you able to follow along? Were you a little bit confused?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great that these superhero films are now trending away from like being an origin film. If it's like some kind of really niche superhero,
Yeah, I was like, we
definitely
all know
sure.
Superman. We all know Fantastic
Yeah.
Four.
Yeah, like even the basics, like they went to space, something happened,
Yeah,
they got their
something
powers.
happened.
Superman, his planet got destroyed, he got dropped off on Earth.
Yeah.
Boom. So I really like that.
I mean, they hint at it too. They like briefly mention it.
Yeah, which is great. Like just do that.
That's
and
all we
then,
need.
You know, we can just kind of immediately.
Immerse ourselves.
Yeah. What I really enjoyed, and I think that they did a little bit better than Superman, was they showed the montage of them fighting different villains and things like that. I mean, my memory may be wrong. Not the first time, but we see them fight Mole Man. We see them fight like this big green creature. So I really like that. So we were thrown into it, but we were maybe gently thrown into it. You
Yeah.
know, we're also introduced to Shalabal, the Silver Surfer.
Slay.
Yeah. What did y'all think about that introduction? Even from the get-go, for the trailer, everyone was
They killed
roaring
it,
about
yeah.
it.
That was
that-
the moment.
The I Herald
Yeah, I herald your beginning, I herald your end, I herald
Galactus. Bro, killed
So
it.
good.
Annihilated it. Love it. I'm going to get those words tattooed on my body now.
Right here on the side.
right
of your
here on
face.
my face, on my forehead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like tattoo myself silver. Yeah, I'm the Silver Surfer now.
She slayed. I loved her.
She was
so
great
much.
though. Yeah, she was an antagonist, but once you find out about her backstory,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're much more sympathetic. Like, who?
Definitely.
If you were in her position, I mean, you could understand. Like, she might more or less do the same. So not quite a villain, but definitely antagonistic character. But it was fun to see the interactions with her and Johnny, because she was just kind of like,
At
what's this
one
guy
point,
talking to me?
yeah, right when they're going to like look for Galactus, he's like talking to her, and she's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
She did amazing.
Yeah, Julia
actually-
Gardner.
Yeah, her and Johnny, their interactions, those were probably my favorite parts of the movie. Because Johnny, not Joseph, Johnny is usually like this womanizer kind of guy.
Can't keep it in his pants.
Yeah, you know. But we really see that he pieces together her language and where she's from, and he confronts her.
Yeah.
You know, he confronts her. He's like, you saved your people and they were sending you messages. I was able to construct, you know, your language just from this phrase. So he's like he's really smart.
Yeah.
Ladies, if he wanted to, he would.
But the part where the Silver Surfer's coming, right, and destroying all of the teleportation devices.
so
It was
cool.
amazing. Johnny goes after her. He has a plan, and she's confronted with all the other cries of the other worlds,
Yeah.
begging for mercy, and he's talking to her in his language, and she just can't take it, and she
Yeah.
like takes off, you know. One of my favorite parts, I think she did amazing. Some people were hesitant, you know, just because it was a woman. I mean, you don't read the comics if that's how you feel. I'm sorry. Yeah, because originally Silver Surfer is typically
Depicted with the male form.
not Norman Reed.
That's Green Goblin, isn't it? Norman.
Norman. Yeah, Norman Osborn is Green Goblin. But typically Silver Surfer is a guy. But Julia Gardner killed it. Shalabal, I can't wait to see more of her. I hope we see more of her. We need to see more of her.
I like that the Silver Surfer's like not gendered, you know?
Yeah,
Like, they're
exactly. Yeah. She saves her planet. Understandable. I would do the same thing too if Galactus wanted to kill the Earth.
And I mean,
destroy
again,
the Earth.
spoilers. Like she kind of redeems herself at the
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
when because in a dramatic, and again, we're not going chronologically right now.
Yeah,
We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But in a dramatic turn of events, you know, Johnny's like, "Tell my nephew I love him," and he's about to go like push Galactus through the
Yeah.
portal when the Silver Surfer like yeets him out of the way, and then she takes Galactus through the portal, and he's just like, "Ah!"
But she did great. I really liked that. I'm looking forward to more. Kind of going back to the Fantastic Four. So they find out, right, that their Earth is going to be consumed by Galactus. So they go and try to figure out what the heck is going on. So they get in their Excelsior, the ship, right? And they travel. They're like, don't worry, everybody. We're going to save the Earth. We're going to figure this out. They go to the Earth. They see it being consumed. Shallabal scans their ship, and she focuses on Franklin. And she's like, okay, Galactus wants to meet y'all. And so they go to Galactus, and Galactus is like, I want him. Reed is like, what's the price to save Earth? You're a child. Yeah. You think that's too much of a price to pay? I don't know. Because we do see in the movie, like the Earthlings are like, give up your son, give up your son.
Well, I was like, why did he say that? Like, he could have not
He coulda
told the
lied?
public. Yeah, it could have just been like, Galactus wanted too big of a price to pay and end it. That's it. He had no PR training whatsoever.
Or he could have lied a little bit even further and been like, the price is all of our unborn children.
Yeah.
You know, not just mine, yours too.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Make it a little bit more personal to everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, that just shows like his character too.
Yeah,
like
the honest, the
he's a smart
transparency.
guy, but
Yeah.
he can't lie. He has that.
I mean, the humanity is there, you know. He's just, look, I got to be honest with y'all. I don't know if we're going to live.
Yeah. So we're introduced to Galactus in his ship as well. Because I believe in the original Fantastic Four film, it's like Galactus is a cloud of some kind. Yeah.
Which, I mean, granted, he could take on different forms, but
Yeah, he can.
when you talk about Galactus, you think about this
The popcorn
gigantic
bucket.
purple guy, the popcorn bucket,
the $80 popcorn bucket.
Mary the popcorn bucket.
But what did y'all think about Galactus? The introduction to Galactus.
Chills. It was so good with just seeing how gargantuan the
Yeah,
ship
it was
was, the
gigantic.
design, and then just kind of like him unhooking himself from like
Yeah.
the plasma thing,
That was
just the
very cool.
gradual, the light, the eye, so good.
I know some people were underwhelmed with how he looked walking through New York.
See, now that's definitely a thing. 'Cause
Definitely.
It's like Galactus, it's cool. He's massive. He was the only villain in this film. They did nerf him a little bit, and I get that could go to like
Definitely.
story or plot armor, budget constraints, because I imagine it's not cheap to animate Galactus. But they could have done more with him. We could have seen him on a gigantic scale. And again, in the comics, he's got size-altering powers. Depending on
Yeah.
how hungry he is, he might be at a weaker state. But this is his technically debut in the
Yeah.
MCU. Could have done a little more.
He was definitely nerfed.
But with that said, he definitely did live up to like
He
visual He literally ate.
Yeah.
He devoured
He did.
worlds.
So what it kind of reminds me of is what they did with the Sentry and the Thunderbolts. Sentry is, dude, he is OP. He is like, you know, he is up there with Galactus and things like that. And so the Thunderbolts, I mean, they're the new Avengers. They aren't the original Avengers. They're not Hulk. They're not Thor. You know what I'm saying? Yelena is essentially, no, the Red Guardian is a super soldier, so they have that. But I mean,
They're like the Dollar Tree of
yeah, like they had to nerf the Sentry down a little bit, and that's what they did with Galactus. You know, they have a story to tell. They're introducing him, like you said, Rosanna. I was satisfied with the Galactus that we got. He was definitely a great villain. I can't wait to see more of him. We're bound to see more.
And it's funny because Galactus isn't like your traditional villain. Like, he's not looking to conquer worlds or like enslave people.
Yeah.
He's a slave to his own
Yeah.
hunger. Like, he's basically like Atlas shouldering our world, but he's shouldering this hunger, and he's like trying to just, you know, keep himself fed, or he gets hungry.
Yeah,
So
so-
it's definitely, you know, different from like, oh, I'm taking over the world.
What did y'all think about Reed and his intelligence? Did y'all see him as this? Because in the comics, I mean, he's in Marvel comics, he is up there, maybe like equal to maybe Valeria, his daughter. But Reed Richards is like the smartest man in the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? Like every Reed in his perspective multiverse is him. He's like the Mr. Terrific. You know, it's like I always see videos of like, who's smarter, this person or this person, and they're always left with Reed. But then when they're confronted with Mr. Terrific, it's Mr. Terrific. You know, But did y'all get that? Did y'all see his intelligence? Did you see him faltering in some ways?
I think so. That man was glued to his chalkboard trying to come up with equations to save the world. And he was coming up with every possibility. I mean, he even had to consider the fact, like, maybe I do have to give up Franklin, which upsetted Sue, obviously. Yeah. But, like, he's the smartest man. He has to think of every possibility that there can be.
Like, he's a logical man to a fault, because we see that he, like you said, when he kind of is like, I did briefly consider that, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah. I did think about it, though, because I have to think about everything.
Yeah,
I
have
to think about every terrible outcome so that doesn't happen, And I mean, I get both perspectives. Sue's obviously upset because she's like, why would you ever consider giving up our child? But at the same time,
come on,
his brain is already thinking of like 10,000 different ways, and that's unfortunately one of them. It's not like he's gonna do it, but it is it's kind of like you have thoughts when like something happens and you're like, well,
you have to consider every outcome.
Exactly.
As dark as it is, granted, I will say that the plan to have Franklin bring in Galactus, right? Because they go to Galactus, that fails. Galactus is coming very slowly as well. I'm like,
that was cool though. I love seeing like
it's like Lumi,
Jupiter and then Mars. That was cool.
So they have Franklin in a carrier, which is like indestructible and everything, and then they switch it out. Like, homeboy, like this is the smartest man in the entire universe. I was like, you could have developed like a device that masks Franklin or something like that.
Oh, you're right.
Or like
he could have cloned Franklin.
No. Like he was literally going to teleport the Earth. He could have teleported Franklin.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the last minute, because like Galactus is about to step, but then he senses Franklin's not there. And so that's what pushes him away. So that's just one thing that I'm thinking of. I'm like, bro, you're the smartest person in the world.
That's true. And that trap, like, really, do you think Galactus is gonna fall for stepping into the space?
Exactly. Like Galactus is a giant dude, but he's not dumb.
It's like all these spiky things coming out. Maybe I should not step in that.
There's clearly like some kind of a caution tape zoning this area off.
It's like red.
He's like, I don't think he's colorblind, so he could potentially see like.
Definitely.
It's red. It's striped. That means nothing good.
Right? So Galactus finds out that Franklin is in the Baxter building, so he starts going over there. They're trying to stop him, but they can't, right? Ben Grimm is throwing freaking trucks at him. He's freaking knocking down buildings. Reed Richards is opening those little, I guess, where...
like his plasma or whatever.
Yeah, comes out. He's opening it. We see we see Reed like stretching himself and all that, which is really cool.
They did nerf that a little bit though. Yeah, but understandably. Again,
he could have stretched more.
Yeah.
Well, Galactus they used it for when he was a Laffy Taffy pulling him.
He can go distances though. But anyway, go on.
Yeah. So what I'm leading up to is Sue Storm.
Oh yeah,
she is queen. She is not going to let her little boy, be taken by Galactus, and she really gives it to him. I mean, she's pushing him, but like we really see how powerful she is. What did you think about, like, I guess that entire montage, but also specifically Sue Storm?
I loved it. I really gravitated towards her as a woman. And like when she was dying too, after putting all her energy to save Franklin, I cried. I was like, oh my god, this is so moving. Just showing like the strength, like the love that she has for Franklin. Like I think that's what really moved me. I was like,
really
man, that
through,
because they really showed like the other side of motherhood too. It's not just like the staying at home, keeping an eye on. It's like she's like, no, you see Mama Bear, like she's gonna fight for her child.
Sue Storm is the glue of the Fantastic Four. She really is. Reed Richards is just sewing his head. Johnny is like, doing his thing. Ben Grimm is there. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. But no. Like she really is the glue of this family. And she really showed the strength of motherhood, not only in that last battle, but what I want to mention too is when she's giving birth, because Galactus is like, he does something and he
induces her.
Essentially induces her. Yeah. He induces her. And that whole scene was amazing. Them trying to get back to Earth. Reed Richards, that's where we see how really smart he is. He's like, okay, this is what we got to do. Blah, 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 blah. And she's over here like giving birth. And she's like, Johnny, killer.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was so
That
good.
was so cool. That was so cool.
She did not have a moment to rest. This film,
Her
she
face
was
card did
fighting.
not.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, that
I mean,
gorgeous.
yeah, I
Oh my
loved it though.
goodness.
Like
Yeah.
it really paid homage to how women sometimes have like become superheroes in
Mhm,
moments to save
mhm.
their kids. Like they can lift the truck or they can
Yeah.
do things like that. Happens. It's a real thing. So I loved it being shown with Sue.
Yeah. And it was great because we also see like she's more than like this world, this retro futuristic world. We see that they're because in the 60s we know like here misogyny was
Mm-hmm.
out and about. We don't see that there because we see her. She's the leader of the Future Foundation.
Yeah, she's a diplomat.
We see her with one of the former villains, the
Mole
Mole Man. She negotiates, which let me bring this up real quick. So she negotiates. They have a good working relationship. When Galactus is coming, they evacuate
Yeah.
everyone to Subterranea. Why would you do that? You have this like 10 million ton Galactus towering. Every time he steps on New York, the ground is trembling. Do you know how terrifying that must be? Oh my God. Why would you be like, okay, heavy, gigantic guy,
From outer space.
let's send everyone underground.
Underground.
Yeah, you would
Oh my
think that they would
goodness.
send them maybe like to another part of the Earth, like maybe across, because obviously Galactus is gonna come to
Where
does it
they're
take
at.
place? Is it New York?
New York.
Yeah,
It's
New York,
like-
because the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, maybe put them away, but like they're gonna feel everything, and we do kind of see that when Galactus first steps. You
That's
see the
terrifying.
underground shake.
What if it's
But-
not stable and he like crumbles?
But we needed Mole Man.
Granted,
He
it
was
is a-
Mole Man
yeah.
was so good too. We could have had a little bit more Mole Man.
Yeah,
I loved his character.
Yeah. So were there any, before we end this segment, were there any scenes or moments that y'all want to highlight, that y'all want to talk about, or did we kind of touch everything?
We didn't talk about Hermie or
Herbie,
Herbie.
the goat.
Oh, Herbie.
Herbie, you said Sue Storm was the glue of the Fantastic Four. I mean,
To the very end, he was singing lullabies to
Herbie.
Yes,
Franklin.
so
his
freaking
little
cute.
beep
I
boops.
love.
Oh my goodness.
You bring in a cute robot into the movie, I'm gonna love it.
I mean, every superhero film needs their
Yeah.
cute little mascot.
They
You got
do.
Crypto with Superman. You got Herbie over here with the Fantastic Four. Sentry with the Thunderbolt. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, essentially, right?
But yeah, Herbie was definitely
Loved him.
go.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did well. Really loved that it didn't just take place in New York. We got to see, much, more space exploration. Again, the extent of Mr. Fantastic's brains with the FTL travel.
Yeah.
Again, that neutron star scene. Well done. The
Oh,
fight on Galactus'
Dr. Doom coming
Dr.
out
Doom
in
at
the
the very
end
end,
for
yeah.
Franklin.
which is gonna be, I
So
think, the only
excited.
tie.
Is that
we
Robert Downey
have.
Jr.'s Doctor Doom? Is it not? It probably is. Now it's heading to Doomsday. That's the next part that's where we're going to see the Fantastic Four again in Doomsday. We're introduced to them in Thunderbolts at the very end, with their ship, the Excelsior, showing up to Earth 616. So 828 is, I mean, maybe it's there, maybe it's not there.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
everything's really coming together. We saw, again, it going back to Brave New World, the new Captain America. We saw, again, a throwback to Celestial Island, a focus on the adamantium.
Yep.
And again, with Galactus, him being on the scale of these Celestials, who knows if we might see a Reshape the Judge again come
Yeah.
back, maybe finally. And then the Thunderbolts, like you said, we have Sentry in the mix. We have the Dollar Store Avengers ready to kind of come into the mix.
Yeah, we'll see where they take everything, because it's going to culminate to Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars, which is 2027, I believe, because Doomsday is next year. So let's touch on Secret Wars 2015 by Jonathan Hickman. He's one of the goats. He literally is one of the goats of like Marvel Comics. He's the best. Spoilers, okay? So, in Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman, the Marvel multiverse is collapsing as universes collide and die in a series of cosmic events called incursions, which we're familiar with already, right? After the final incursion between Earth 616 and the Ultimate Universe, Dr. Doom seizes the power of the Beyonders and creates Battleworld, a patchwork planet made from fragments of destroyed realities, where he rules as a god, right? So he's called Emperor, God Emperor Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Doctor Strange as his right hand and Sue Storm as his queen, and also his children Franklin and Valeria. So Doom reshapes existence to his will. But when surviving heroes from the previous universe, including Reed Richards, Black Panther, and Spider-Man, because we have Miles Morales and Peter Parker there, emerge, they challenge Doom's rule and spark a war that ultimately leads to Reed reclaiming the Beyonder's power. In the end, the multiverse is reborn. Doom is humbled, and the Fantastic Four begin rebuilding reality, one universe at a time, along with Molecule Man, who plays a big part in Secret Wars. So what were your impressions? Because you haven't read Secret Wars, right?
No.
Yeah, no problem. You read it or you saw a video on it. What are your impressions of Secret Wars? It can get complicated.
Yeah, I was pretty confused at first, like what was going on. But then towards the end, I got the hang of it. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, why is Sue with Doom? What is going on? Mr. Reed is her man. So I was confused at that, but everything started making sense to me in the end. I loved that Thanos was there too.
The Cabal,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have... So the way Doom Battle World is structured, it's structured like the summary said, of fragments of different realities, right? Because Doom knew that the Beyonders were going to use Molecule Man as a bomb. So every universe has a Molecule Man. And the Beyonders are like the gods of gods, right? They're the ones who created the universe, but they also destroy universes. So their plan was to activate each Molecule Man in each universe at the same time and just destroy everything, start anew, you know? But Doom finds out and he's like, no, I'm gonna kill the Beyonders and I'm gonna take their power, right? And so he has Molecule Man, and we find out that Molecule Man is in like a cave of some sort.
Yeah, where it's
So
just all white.
Yeah, because Molecule Man can like reform realities, things like that. And so Battle World, we see Terrax, we see Thanos, the Cabal, so Midnight Proxima, and these are the Cabal and Thanos are from like the original Earth 616, right? So they're there in a ship that they had. Also, we see the Maker, which is the Ultimate World's Reed Richards, but he's evil. And then we have Reed Richards, and so it culminates. Essentially, what it culminates to is this: Reed Richards confronts Doom in the cave that Molecule Man is in, and Molecule Man is like, well, you know, I've been doing what Doom wants, but you know, you believe Reed could do it better? Okay, cool. That's what's gonna happen.
He's like, whoever feeds me first at this point. No one was feeding.
And so it also too, there's like, this was in 2015, but people at the time were thinking Molecule Man was like Galactus in some type of way because he talks about an insatiable hunger. He's always hungry. But this is what it's leading up to, right? This is what the MCU is leading up to. We'll see how they do it, you know, because I did hear that Miles Morales, Spider-Man, isn't available to be in the MCU until a couple of years.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a rumor, so we'll see. But this really does, I hope, excite y'all on what's coming for the MCU.
Yeah, definitely did.
I definitely recommend checking out Secret Wars on Hoopla. All 9 issues are available by Jonathan Hickman, along with, I believe, some of the Battle World comics, because there's like also single issues, you know, what Thanos was doing. We also see Maestro, something like that. He's like, Maestro, yeah. He's like a Hulk, and he has like an army of Worldbreaker Hulks. We also see in that universe in Battle World that Doom uses
The Thors.
the Thor corps, as well, and they're all brainwashed. But Jane Foster's Thor comes in, and she like essentially incites a civil war within the Thor corps, telling them like, yeah, Doom's lying to y'all, because everyone finds out that Doom is lying. You know, and Doom, you know, he could be as smart as Reed Richards if he wanted to, but
That
he's
ego.
just so blinded by his hatred. He's also blinded by like this, he wants to bring his mother back, you know, because he made a deal with Mephisto and things like that. And so that is Secret Wars. We kind of quickly I just really wanted to quickly touch on it, showing you what we have available, what these
culminating to.
these MCU projects are leading up to. I definitely recommend checking them out. We also put out a video on Secret Wars, the comic itself. So a little deep dive for that. I'll put it here. That way y'all can just take a look. Or head over to our Instagram and take a look at it there.
But with that said, make sure y'all check out Secret Wars, available on Hoopla. Go watch Fantastic Four in theaters. Let us know your thoughts.
Yes, and as soon as we're able to show it here at the library, once it becomes available, we'll definitely have a viewing
Oh,
here.
absolutely. Little popcorn, little comfy seats. Come in.
No
cool off.
Galactus popcorn buckets, but
I'm out. Never
We'll
mind.
3D print them. Everyone gets a
can
Galactus
print
popcorn
out-
bucket.
Baby ones.
Little ones,
That'd
yeah.
be cute.
not entirely safe to eat out of, but you do what you do.
We'll line it. But once again, thank you guys for joining us for this episode of BiblioTech On Air, BiblioTech's official podcast. Check out our previous episodes too, available on YouTube and all major streaming platforms. With that said, I'm Rosanna,
I'm Ruby.
And I'm Israel.
and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.